The way my nan taught me to do a buttonhole is, so you can have your pieces of fabric. So for example, you might be making a strap. Before you do it, just imagine this is the belt strap. On the back, get any piece of fabric. So that would be your strap, sorry, this would be your strap. This is your piece of fabric, so you're gonna layer it on. Need a pen. 2 minutes. Get a pen, get your button. Get your button. Quite a big button, but mark your button. Mark the top. Mark the bottom. And then join them together, roughly. That's, like I say, quite a long button. So there's a black line, you won't see that, don't worry. So that's the button. So you're going to get those two pieces together and you're going to start, say, about 3 mil above, tiny bit above, and then a couple mil to the side of the line, and you're going to stitch down nice and close, but not too close. Again, then turn. Not very straight, but that's fine. So about 3 or 4 stitches, and then you're going to go back up again till you're at the top, roughly where you started. That's about where I started, and then go across. Going to go across the top, reverse on yourself as usual, and then take your stuff out. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough that you can hear what I'm saying. So snip your excesses off, because you're supposed to do that. I don't know if it's going to be hidden. Then you got a line. Ignore my excess. You got a line like that going around it. So now you're going to cut through that, but not too close. Don't go too close. Cut right through it. So you're going to allow yourself a little gap. Cut through it. Cut a little notch to the left. Let's cut a little notch going that way, that way, that way, and that way, but don't go all the way up to the stitching, because I'm sure we all know what happens if you go all the way up to the stitching. But this is just to allow room for the fabric. And I was allowing for it to go through and on the other side be perfect, but in fact the best way is to do that upside down. This fabric needs to be upside down, so please ignore that. Make sure that's upside down. Edit, do it upside down. Right, push this pink fabric through the hole. To be fair, it just needs to be in there somehow. Right, so it will go through. You just need to give it a bit of welly, get it through, and give it a press down with your fingers. Nice one. And then an extra trim. Let me scissors here somewhere. These are my rubbish ones. Get rid of your excess. Not masses of it, just a little bit. So there's no bulk. So get rid of that. That's what the floor is there for. Got the cups, sorry. Won't last a second. So that's the other side. It's all trimmed, and that's there like that. That's your buttonhole side. Now we're going to stitch around nice and close. So you want to keep your pink the other side really. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you've got it the other way. It's just, excuse me, my chair is very squeaky. It's embarrassing, very embarrassing. So yeah, you're going to want to do that. But it will show. So put down your needle and stay still, fabric. Sit where you meant to, right? Haven't done that very close, but this is only an idea of it. I'm sure you know what you're doing, guys. Right, get right there, perfect. And then across. 1, 2, 3, perfect. And this way. So yeah, it's going to have a bit of the fabric showing through. That's inevitable. It's not a biggie. Went off a bit kilter there. Went a bit off kilter there. I get a bit carried away. And then back. Right. So the tighter you do it, the tighter to the line you do it, the tighter the buttonhole will be. So I've done mine fairly baggy, so it's a nice big buttonhole, but it's also for a big button. So you're going to be able to post that through nice and easy, and that'll sit there nicely when you ain't got butterfingers. So that'll sit there nicely. I ain't got anything to hold it with, but yeah, so you can make it a little bit shorter than the button, because obviously that's a little bit bigger. It does grow with it. So you basically, yes, so you draw your line, do it as tight as you can. That is not my forte. I haven't practiced this very much because it hasn't come in handy. I don't do buttons very often, but chair's doing its thing again. It was something my nan taught me that I thought was really cool. That and French seams. If anyone wants to know how to do a French seam that doesn't know how to do a French seam, give me a shout. I could do a tutorial on that. And now I'm off to bed because I'm being bullied by 2 pugs who have already gone. There's no room. Right. Thank you, guys.